Hello and welcome back. I'm Mondef, of course, and I'm playing on the Beta Ertho server, and I've been doing a little bit of work here, and Malytrax and Palm have been helping me out, which is awesome. Of course, I'm at the Ender 2.0 for our server, and you can see we've Malytrax laid this roof in, so we decided that we're gonna stack the chests up to the roof, and because there'd be plenty of storage this way, we're going to add the staircase. Put the staircase in, come up to here, be on each of the four corners. So go up this way, get up here, and when I started this project I said I wanted you to be able to see the outside of it, because we're doing all these shapes and stripes of colors and the water curtains and things that you want to be able to see it. I mean, if you're going to go through all that hassle, you might as well want to be able to see it. So we're going to have an observation deck up here. I'm going to put a small dome. This will be like the edge of the dome, if not maybe even right here. Bridge across here is the edge of the dome, and then there'll be a dome here. So you'll be able to come up here and look at the build. See, from here you'll be able to see, of course, the Enderman module. You'll be able to see the people food module and the cow module. And the sugarcane, the trees, the farm module will be back behind there. You probably won't be able to see it. It'll be obstructed by the Enderman module, but that's okay. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Let's go through here. Ta-da. I don't remember if before last episode, or since last episode, if I added these tunnels then, or if they're new to you guys too. This one's off by one. I built it and then I was measuring and counting, and it's should be here, not here. Whoops! So I have to tear that one down and fix it. Also, sadly, I built the bridge here first, and then I measured the circle based on the bridge position, so the whole circle is off by one as well. So the whole circle and tunnel needs to go one that way. Well, that's sad. Anyway, I have an empty inventory. Let me get my inventory together, and I'll be back in a second. We'll get to work here today. So, see you in a moment. Alright, so I got a bunch of stuff in my inventories now, and I'm out, of course, on this, the Enderman module. That guy looks mad, but I don't think he actually is mad. No, he doesn't want to punch me. Okay. I started working on this shape, and you can see I think I'm going to use a line of wool to kind of set a border. I think it looks really good next to the chocolate stairs here. Coming out of here, it's just going to come up and kind of like hold the ceiling up. So I think that's pretty good. I like it a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to use here. It definitely won't be cobble. And I'm not positive what I'm going to use for these pillars. Well, last time we were here, I was talking about having these be like four-sided ladders, but once I built this shape out, it actually doesn't work as a four-sided ladder. I could make it three-sided. We can do this. I'm a little bit concerned. I haven't finished the shape out. I'm concerned that as I continue the shape, this one will get covered too, and then it would just be a two-sided ladder, which can work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but for now, I'm just going to leave it as a 1 until I know it'll work as a 2, or if I can use 3. I don't know. We'll see. For now, it'll just be the 1. This side, anyway. So, yes. What I want to do is I want to get this system operational. Yeah, okay, it's not going to be optimized, and it's not going to be 100% safe until, we at least get a roof on this, and it won't be safe until we get a roof across this whole floor, and then it won't be optimized until we get the water curtains put on all of the tunnels, we get the top roof put on this, we get the water curtain across that. But, I want to get it to start working. I want to make sure that we're not going to run into issues with that before we continue the build. So, I have got a whole bunch of wool in my inventory, and we are going to start construction on the system. I missed that. Pretty good. And to do that, we're just going to come up here, and like that. Okay. And no, this won't be permanent, but for the time being, I'm going to use wool on this portion to get up and down here with a ladder. More permanently, there will be a somewhere on this floor there will be a way up to get on top and then go up the system. But for now, there's the roof right there. It's the first layer of the roof. I didn't bring a second slab to mark the second layer of the roof, which is convenient. But there we go. Okay, so now we would be on top of the actual thing. But I didn't start counting. We need to go up 42 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're already up 6. So 42 minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I could have actually done the math, but hey, I'm lazy. So we're just going to go up. You guys have seen me do this before. Instead of actually counting the numbers, I like to go ahead and just do the math, put that many in my action bar, and then I can pretty easily just pillar, no counting necessary. There we go. So that is our fall height. And safe ladder fall. There we go. And then we'll go back up and place all the ladders. So that's this is our fall height. So I don't actually have any vines, so I'll have to go get some vines. But I do have a runabout that I want to do today anyway. So, you know, that shouldn't be too big a deal. But before I go bother dealing with that, to make sure, as the Endermen fall from that height, to make sure that they actually, you know, land in here and not like out here or on the roof or somewhere else, you have to have a ring, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. You have to have safety rings. So this is a half block, so I'll call that 1, 2, right there. That's 1, 2 though. There. It's kind of hard to see on the black with the black background. I'm intentionally building this out of black wool because when you stand on the observation decks, I want the station to stand out. I don't want the Enderman farm system to stand out. So I'm building it out of black wool because it's hard to see against the backdrop. It's going to make it a little bit awkward to build, but I think the overall aesthetics, I think it'll be worth it. So, oh, I was trying not to do that. I went and done that pretty easily. Oh well, we're going to be able to get in here, and then we'll go out there and across. So these rings, they're not hard to build. They're actually, you know, pretty easy. There we go. This one's 2.5, so this will be the biggest one. I don't know, this might end up getting walled up anyway, so that when you're down here punching them, you're not seeing up into the systems that will be up inside of that second floor. Be mostly redstone wiring and things, so that might get closed in anyway. But after this one, we're just going to go up 1, 2, right there, and just loop around. That's it. So I'm going to place a whole ton of black wool. Hopefully I have enough to get up to the fall height. While I do that, I'll let you guys skip forward into the future until that is completed. So I'll see you in the future. Alright, so the rings are all done. He's talking about moving villagers around. Yes, I need to finish the rings by placing a wool, you know, right here where my head is, but I'll worry about that once I remove the ladder and rearrange the ladder position with the, you know, the new floor, however the floor design is going to work for me to have a ladder to come up here. But anyway, this is 42. And we're going to need to go up one more. So yeah, this last ring is going to be, you know, one shorter than the previous ones. Whoops. Not there. That'll be a ladder. So this will be one shorter than the previous rings. But that's not a problem. We don't want these torches anymore. I was using torches to make it so Enderman didn't spawn when I went over to get more wool. Because I got all these rings done and I was just only had one piece of wool left, which was actually pretty awesome, but it's not enough to build the next system, the next part, which is our fall reset system. So we'll need to reset their fall right here. And, oops, I did that wrong. Right, there we go. And then we go over here, and like that, there we go. So that's 42, so this is the 43rd block, which is the total fall distance that we want them to fall. And then we need to make sure we reset their fall. We need 2 high of vines, which is something I don't have. Oops, I only made exactly enough buttons, so please give me that one back. Get back in me, good. So I'm going to line this with buttons. I'll set these up, and then we're going to have to go get some vines. I actually do not have a vine farm at mine and Mally's Islands. It's one of the farms we don't have. So hopefully we have a bunch of vines sitting in a chest somewhere. I can just grab them. If not, I might have to just plant some giant jungle trees and shear down the vines. But I'm going to go ahead and place this double ring. And we'll head over to our island and look for some vines. While I'm over there, I also want to grab a few more things for another project, which is very much related to the Enderman farm. So I'll see you back on the island, hopefully picking up vines. So I was heading back to my place and I realized that I haven't shown you guys, Mally finished this tunnel. She went with snow and blue wool across the ceiling as well, and then of course ice. So the whole thing is completed now. I don't know, you guys have seen me run up and down this a few times where it would go a little ways and then it would open to netherrack. Well, she wasn't exactly happy with the pure snow side, so she replaced some of it with every other with blue wool. I like it. It provides a nice feeling that you're actually moving through here instead of before it just looked like everything was kind of sitting still. And I showed this when we were on the server tours. Oh, she placed on with the blue wall. Wonder if that was intentional or if that was an accident. That might be intentional because this is the blue tunnel. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Okay. So I showed this to you, but I wanted to show you the wiring because I didn't show the wiring. Oh, an ender chest here. That's cool. I enchanted some books. Bringing them home as long as I'm headed back to the island. But I wanted to show you the wiring. Before we go down here, I want to tell you, intentionally the wiring is not compact. And it was intentionally this way for a couple reasons. One is Palm is pretty new to the game here, and I was trying to keep the wiring as understandable as possible as we were chatting about it. He's got an electronics background, so it lent very well to him, but he just hadn't played with redstone before, so I didn't try to use super compact wiring systems or anything like that. The second reason is that with the redstone update coming, I didn't want to design a super compact redstone system that then broke. So if I have to fix this when the redstone update is out, it shouldn't be that hard since the wiring is very open and accessible, and you'll see what I mean. So this is the wiring for the room. We didn't re-wall it, it's just dug out a big space and then started wiring. So let's get up there, I think. I'm going to need to ender pearl around this room since it wasn't really designed to come in here very often. Okay, so this is the top. This here is the buttons. So this is our row of buttons. And the first one and then the other two are on these pistons. And the middle one is not. For reasons of compactness, we decided to not make this middle one a piston because we needed to separate out these buses. We could have used a piston and a repeater here. Whoops, I don't want to do that. But we decided not to. I don't know. Probably just because we were playing with wiring and different ways to wire it. But anyway. Actually, this is unnecessary now. This is part of the old system. That can go. We tried a few different things. Anyway, the buttons gets pushed. If the first one gets pushed, for example, pushes the block over here, and then this runs to the launch. So that runs to the launch track. So they all run out to the launch track. No matter which button you push, the launch track gets powered. But then underneath here is this is the track switcher. So if you push the first one, none of the track switchers. This isn't connected to anything but the launch rail. If you push the second button, it powers this piston, which then activates this line, which activates, here are the different track turn junctions. So then each one just powers progressively more and more of these. So if you push one of these, it only activates the first line. If you push the second button, it activates this piston, which through this repeater activates the first one, and then through this line activates the second one. And the same for the third. It goes through this repeater, through that repeater to activate the first and the second ones, and then through here to activate the last one. The only really last part to make sure the system works correctly is to get the timings on these repeaters set correctly. With our exact setup, you can see this was 4 tick repeat on the last set, and then 4 on the last turntable. So that's really it. And then from the top, you know, the default direction here is to go to the KFC. So when you push the first button, let's get rid of this card, I don't want it to go anywhere. You push the first button and it just powers the rail, and all those stay the same. When you push the second button, the first one switches, which lets you go forward. 2 of them change, and 3 of them change. So it's really quite a simple system. You know, it's my design in that I designed it with Palm, but I'm sure people have made much more compact versions and more resource-friendly versions, but there you go. That's how that one's hooked up. It's nothing too incredibly complicated. Anyway, I went to the wrong floor. I need to see if we've got any vines laying around, otherwise I'm going to have to farm up some vines. So I'll grab the vines I need and we'll move on to the next thing before we head back to the KFC. Alright, so I've made 17 identical books. I've collected a bunch of chests and a bunch of black wool. And we need to take, oh, you can see I also grabbed all my vines. So I should have plenty to continue work on the Ender. And I should have a minecart on me, hopefully. So I need to take a trip around the server, and I'm going to bring you guys with me. I won't make you ride all the rails and stuff, but... Oh, whoops, no. Don't get under the glass. Okay. The closest person is Palm. So we're going to go to his place first. And it's barely even worth the rail, because he like lives right here. I'm going to leave my minecart on the rail since I'm going to be coming back this way. And he likes it that way. Okay. So we're going to go around to everybody's place and demand a little bit of payment from them for the Ender. It's a community project, you know, so everyone should have to pay a little bit. This is Palm's place, by the way. I haven't never been here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to put one of these books in here, cover it with a piece of black wool, and say, Taxman has come to collect. So you guys can see this book says, the taxman cometh. The taxman requires payment of 196 black wool, 196 spruce wood slabs, 80 piston, 4 tripwire hooks, 80 string, and 96 redstone for use on the Ender 2.0. Or else. Done. So that's what the books say. This is Palm's place. We'll probably quickly look at each person's place as we go around. His current project is his farm system, which is pretty cool. He's got carrots down here and sugarcane below that. But we're not going to take a detailed look at everybody's place. That's not the point. The point is to deliver the tax paperwork to everybody's place. So yes, that'll be good. The cost requirements that are associated to in the tax. So this tax is the cost to build one layer of the Ender. And so we'll be basically requiring everybody pays for one layer of the Ender so that I don't have to collect the resources for the whole thing. And yeah, anyway, this should be kind of fun, so I'll see you at the next person's place. Alright, we're just going to keep this nice and methodical. Load, world! Load! I just came out of my portal. We're just going to go this way around the circle, and then we'll do the same thing across the top. So Kyle's up next. See you at his place. So, yeah, Kyle. Suspicious. He is on the other side. Yeah, he's right there. Well, here's Kyle's place. He's building this. He's kind of down inside of a mountain valley, which is a pretty cool place to build. And then he's digging into the walls and things. I actually haven't seen this firsthand since he built this area out. So it's been a while. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that a lot. That's really neat. So yeah, we're just gonna flap it right here since I know he's right behind me. And we're going to quickly cover it with black wool. Oh, there we go. And and that's it. Run away before he tries to kill me. Alright, on to the next person. See you there. Alright, we are at AC Raven and Neo Queen's place. And I don't know my way around this one very well. It's pretty cool. Of course, it's raining. So I don't know. This is down to their portal, so maybe right here. This looks like a good centralized area that goes outside. There's a dining room. This looks like yeah. So I think this is a good thing. Kyle, how come I'm being taxed? Oh, whoops, I gotta put the book in it first. Because you made money. I'm probably gonna make each one of these different, just for my own personal clarity. I think it's down again. They've got a whole bunch of automated farms and things as well. Oh, that's storage. Look at this. These guys are crazy. They're building together because they are married. They're a couple. So there's some good personal friends of mine and Mally's. There it is. So we're going to go back to the home. I actually wanted to show you guys something on the way out of here. We have a bug on this server and we can't figure out what's causing it. If you know, please tell me what causes this. Look, I have jump boost too. I'm in the nether. There's no portal. There's no nothing on the other on their side of the portal. We've actually, because this is a bug, we've gone into admin and we've looked for like if somebody cheated their way onto the ceiling or something and put a portal up on top of the nether ceiling. No, there is no beacon anywhere near here. But you get jump boost too. Not when you come into this area, only when you come out of that portal. You come out of that portal, you get jump boost too, and if you go far enough away from it, you'll lose it, just like a regular beacon. Once you lose it, you'll never get it back. So it's super strange. What a weird bug. For some reason, coming through that portal gives you jump boost. Anyway, I'm going to head on. See you at the next place. Alright, so this is Register Mars' place. I've seen this relatively recently. He showed me around his place. It's pretty cool. I think right here next to his bed, he's expanded a lot since I've been out here. But I think right here next to his bed's a good place to tax him. So, oh, again I did that. Again. Alright, here we go. Or else. That one's not labeled correctly. Oops, that was a mistake book. It's okay, I actually realized while I was running around that I made one for myself. Which, of course, I'll pay the tax. I just don't need to tell myself to pay the tax. Sad. Sad. Tax time is a sad time. So here's his base. This looks pretty sweet. Very reminiscent of like what Doc M77 is doing on the Malytrax server, but unique as well. He's not using all the same blocks, so it's a neat design. Here's his tunnel. It's completely developed, one of the few that's totally done, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, on to the next one. See you soon. Alright, so this is Ghost's place. He hasn't shown most of this, so I don't want to ruin it. This is his build station for his large build. And it's a long-term project, so... but yes, I won't ruin... Again! Goodness! book in there before the capper goes on. Okay, capper, okay. He's not really poor, he's got plenty of stuff on here. Oops. He's always complaining about like running out of, I didn't mean to put that there. Running out of cobblestone for this build. But yeah, I mean he's got plenty. I don't know where his good stuff is, but he's got plenty, it's not a big deal. Anyway, on to the next one. On to the next one. So, this is Draco's portal. I'm on the nether side of his KFC portal. And, it doesn't go anywhere. So, I know he's got some stuff. I know he doesn't have... He must have a cave or something somewhere. He doesn't have it connected yet. So, we're going to leave his, I guess, inside of the KFC. And I know he is poor. He hasn't started doing a whole bunch. So he's got stuff. He's got diamonds and things. So I don't know where... I don't know. I know he hasn't started like doing any large builds, but I know he's been caving and stuff. He must have stuff stashed somewhere. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and leave his right here. There we go. Draco, pay the tax. Next person is 4 palms, which we already did his. So, second floor. Yes, halfway done. Halfway done. Alright. Let's see here. Herring. On to Herring's place. Alright, so I'm here at Herring's and Firabaz's place. And can you believe it? They found a jungle temple right next to a witch hut. It's like the most amazing find ever. The witch hut synthetic. Actually, I think this is too. But anyway, this is their place. So I hope that was safe. Okay, whew. I wasn't sure that was safe. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Yes. I think down there, right in the middle of that grass field, is the place where I want to put this. Build hut? Thanks. Okay. They leave signs to each other. So we're just gonna go plop plop. Oh no, I don't want them. I don't want them attached. Sorry, I broke a grass. Hope you guys don't mind. All right. Oh, I broke some vines. Yeah, we'll do one for you and one for you, and we'll label each one herring. And there we go. Ha! Alright. Making progress, making progress. I'm not sure how to get out of here. Anyway, I'll figure out how to get out of here and then move on to the next person's place. It's so confusing. So this is Vatula's portal. It's not connected to anything yet. Should we tax him? He's new. Yep, we're gonna tax him. Yep. Oops. He doesn't care if you're new. Okay, next is Mickey's, and I know his is a bit of a ride, so see you there. Alright, so I'm here in Mickey's place, and my frames are a bit low here. He must have some machine running. I don't know. I can't find my way around. I don't know where to go, actually. So, it's alright. We'll just leave it right here against the wall near his ender portal. Yep. He demands a tax. Alright. On to the next one. Alright, so I've made it to M-Dog's place, and he's got a bit of an outdoor theme going on. I'm intentionally looking mostly at the ground. I haven't checked out his latest videos. I'm not sure how much he has shown. I don't think he'd mind if I showed his farm and his chest setup and his indoor portal. So this is where we're going to put his, right there. And like that. And then like this. Care if you're a pretty nice guy. He's connected to the KFC. I just want to show you this. I won't make you run the whole thing with me. Pretty sure it was this one. This is his tunnel so far. So, yeah, he's new. I can't blame him. But at least he's connected. So, anyway, I'll run back and head out to the next one. See ya in a moment. Alright, so I'm here at Draco's place, and he's got this big wood house. Oh, I've never seen the dark wood section he added to it. It's pretty cool. He's got this huge bridge. He's doing this thing where he's like going around and slowly he's been mapping out everybody's place. This is his, I guess. This is his land. It's pretty cool. So I know he came by our place and mapped Maly's Mind Island, but I don't know where all of his maps are. This is a storage room, so this might be a good place to tax him. So he can, you know, just get the stuff and pay the tax right away. Here we go. Doop. Oops. Capital M. Because, you know, it's here in the storage room, so he knows you have stuff, because I've been here and I was like, ooh, look at all the goodies. See, he's got enough redstone. Iron, he might be short on iron, but that's not my problem. That's his. He's the one who needs to come up with the tax, not me. Well, I have to pay the tax too, but you know. Anyway, next person's place. This is Cabby Star's place. It's a bit big. He basically built a... I'm not gonna say anything about that. He built basically a giant column, dug it down to bedrock. I think that's the bedrock. Yeah, you can see bedrock right there. Dug it down to bedrock, and then he's building his systems and things, his wings off of here. So here you can see this carrot farm and wheat. So I think he's got these centerpieces. I don't know where's a great place to leave this. There's the dirt farm. Maybe I know one of these is storage. Maybe that's the best place to put it. Here's his bed. Maybe his bedroom is a good place to put it. Maybe here on green. Maybe on the top. Where would he see it? Maybe right in front of his bedroom is the right place. Right there. I'll put it right here, because then he'll see it if he's running around the circle, or if he's coming out of his bedroom or whatever. He'll see it. And he'll have to, oh, come on. Haven't done that for a few times. Of course. I'll have to fix that one. And... haha! He needs you to pay. After all, it is tax time. Ooh. Yep. Nice shot. Oh, that's the wrong place. I'm too low. Alright, anyway. Off to the next place. Definitely not an intentional blank sign for a random room. Okay. It's definitely not blank. Here we go. Off to the next place. I'll see ya at the next one. Alright, so this is Tapioca Boy's place. I haven't been here in a really long time. So I have not seen most of this before. Oh, he's got like a Euthonian mob tower. It's cool. Yeah, looks like it's leaking there, Tapioca. Oh, maybe that's his way up instead of a ladder. I don't know. I haven't been out here in a terribly long time. All of this is new to me. This is cool. He's got like sheep farms. I like how he's got the movie faces all over the walls. What else do we got up here? Oh, this takes us outside. Okay. This is a cool place. I've never... yeah, like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen this. I like when people make Endstone fit into their builds. It's a hard block to find a place for, but it's cool when you can. Anyway, I don't want to ruin his whole place, so let's come back down here into what looks like his project at the moment. Looks like he's working out a floor pattern, which is awesome. So we'll plop it right here. It's next to his portal. It's next to this big open space. And it's where it looks like most of his chests are, so it seems like it should work out. Alright, ka-chunk. And the taxman. The taxman doesn't care if you're made of pudding. Pudding? Pudding? Is that spelled correctly? Yeah, we'll say so. Doesn't look right. Checking with spelling. Be right back. It's right. I don't know. It looks funky. I'm not the world's best speller, in case you guys have noticed. Yeah, so that's the last one. These last two, these are for myself and for Malytrax. I didn't need to make us those because we've already talked about this. This one was a mistake. I accidentally named it or else. So I actually didn't need to make these for Mally and me, but there you go. They accidentally got made. So, yep. That's everybody's place. So we've got everybody. Everyone's got their tax papers so they can start paying their taxes. I'm going to head back to the KFC. I think I'll just head back to the Ender. Sorry, I don't... He's got a lot of construction out here. I'm not sure which way is the right way to go. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the Ender, and I'll see you guys over there in a moment. I just edited down that episode, and apparently that took me a lot longer than I expected. So, yeah, this episode's a long one. Sorry, hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, I am out of time. Don't really have time to do anything at the... I don't know what that is. At the Ender anymore, which is too bad, but that's alright. Anyway, I guess since I took way longer than I expected, I should go eat some food. I'll see you guys later.